she was kidnapped. It is actually illegal to take my child without my permission.
And you were looking to establish parenting time, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
What is your current parenting time?
Nothing right now, because Lee Parker had taken my daughter out of the state of Michigan without my permission down to Tennessee. And he has blocked me on every social media. He will not speak to me about my daughter or anything.
When was the last time you had contact with him?
Last time I spoken to my daughter was in December. And because I was calling him out on my daughter being 5 years or 4 years old at the time. She was up by herself at 4 years old at like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning by herself, not being watched by no adults. And I mentioned it, and they stopped me from talking to my daughter.
Did you send him a copy of this motion?
Yes, I did.
All right. And do you have a correct address for him?
I do not. He lives with my sister down in Tennessee, and I do not have, they will not give me their address down there. And because I was in jail back last year for 7.5 months on a criminal charge that I actually fought to prove my innocence to a 4th degree, but I'm still going to court to get it dismissed.
So how did you send him notice if you don't know his address?
It just said the last known address, which would have been the UP in up in Blue Water.
But you know that's not where he's living?
Yep.
Okay.
And I asked the county clerk's office, I said, he lives in Tennessee, but I don't know the physical address to that, but I do such a physical address that he was before that.
All right. Well, I mean, he's got to have proper service. I don't think that is proper service. You said he's residing with your sister?
Yeah.
And you don't, do you
Yes.
have her address, or any of your family members have her address?
Actually, I don't have any siblings anymore. I got one that's in prison, and I don't speak to the other one. So my mother's dead, my father's dead, so I don't speak to any of them. My sister even stopped it because she threatened me, which I can prove it. I have the evidence to prove that I was threatened by my sister for my daughter to move to Tennessee, and she refuses to give me her address. So there was nothing I can do. I mean, there's nothing I can do if he's not going to respond to me.
Well, I mean, there are other ways to try and find out an address. When I look on the support order, I see an address for Mr. Parker in Tennessee. So it looks like a friend of the court has had a different, does have an address for him in Tennessee.
Okay. See, I did not know that because clerk's office couldn't tell me that.
So I think what we'll do is renotice this, and we'll send the notice out to that address.
Okay.
So you're going to get a notice for a new date. We will send the notice to Mr. Parker also at that address that the friend of the court has on file, which is in Tennessee. Ma'am, what is your current address?
2639 Mansalona Road, Gaylord.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So that's how we got to proceed today, because he doesn't have the proper notice. So we will set this matter for a new date and send both of you notice. Okay.
Okay, well, how long will it be out? Because it's been long enough for me, and I really want to see my daughter. And I mean, I went through everything I can possibly go through, and I've just
probably be about 30 days because
illegally removed.
It'll probably be about 30 days because we have to get the date and then send out the notice and give the appropriate time for service.
Now, will I speak with the actual judge, Judge Cooper, for this? Because I would like actual real legal services to happen, because she was kidnapped. It is actually illegal to take my child without my permission.
Well, that is a different, That's a different motion you would need to file or contact the police if there is a kidnapping involved. That is a police action.
Okay. I mean, I already talked to a detective, so I guess if I have to file for kidnapping, I will, because she was illegally taken and her last name was illegally changed on her birth certificate. I want to see signatures. There are laws, there are constitutional rights that are not being followed. And that's why I'm over here in Seagull County, because Antrim County they don't care about anybody's children or life. And I want to see my babies. I already got one daughter that I get to see, and this one's not letting me see my daughter.
Okay, we will certainly get this matter noticed and sent to his
Okay.
address, so we'll have you back in court. Thank you.
All right. Now, could I call up there and get this address? Or is that not allowed?
I don't think that's allowed. No.
Okay. All right. Because I mean, just so future references, I can send him all the papers that actually have to go to him, and not have to send it to an old address that he don't even live at.
I think it is kept confidential here at the front of the court, so
Okay.
we'll take care of setting that out since you don't have it.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
I
You may
appreciate
sign
it.
off. Thank you. Have a
What's
good day.
that?
I was just
All
saying,
right,
you
you
can
too.
sign
Thank
off.
you.
We're all set.